Hey everyone, we got a Dragunity combo video. You can just start whenever you want.
Now I talk a lot about in my deck profiles, oh, you need the ducks and the mistletoe to play your loop. Now, you might be wondering, what is said loop? And I talk highly of it for a good reason. Now, the first combo, and this is the loop that I normally generally refer to, you need a way to get a ducks to your hand, a way to get a phalanx to your graveyard, way to get your mistletoe to your hand. You can have the mistletoe in the hand, you can have the ducks in the hand. Ultimately, all that needs to happen is you will need to have the mistletoe in your hand.
By Cold Sarking a Tempest.
And have that in hand as well. Then once you have...
Make sure that we're not really picking it up.
Well, you don't even need to see these.
Alright.
Once you have these two cards and this in your graveyard, so that's my graveyard there, you can start your loop. And it starts by normal summoning the ducks. Now, this combo is super easy to stop because if you Veiler this, you're done. Pretty much. You can go into 8 Exceed Synchro, but that's not much. So, you normal summon the ducks, and, special summon your phalanx. Send this off, special summon the mistletoe, and do the same thing with the phalanx. Then you can synchro summon, do a Gatorg to mill Zephyros the Elite to your graveyard. And then you can overlay for an Atum. Use his effect.
Now, what one do you have to detach? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Now, there's another combo that uses, like I talked about this before, that uses the Baby Rock and the Garuda. You need to attach the mistletoe. It doesn't matter at all.
Gatorg?
Even the,
No,
yeah,
no,
the other combo doesn't
Yeah,
attach the
okay.
Gatorg, yeah. But this one, it doesn't matter. Out comes the Red Eyes. You'll bring back the Phalanx with this, because you need your tuner to continue. You bounce that up to the hand with the Zephyros that you play from your graveyard. You get rid of the Atum to play back your Red Eyes. You play your Red Eyes effect again for your Gatorg to play your Gatorg effect again. Now you can mill like whatever you want in your deck. If you got an extra like Phalanx in your hand, you can add up a Ducks or something. If you don't, you can send an Athletes to the graveyard. I like to do that because it gives me the ability to use Legionnaire effectively in late game if I need to, or the Vajrayana double effect. Most people don't know that Vajrayana actually has the ability to double its own attack by detaching its equip card. And now once you have this, you can go into Pleiades. And Pleiades' effect you can use to detach from your graveyard, bring back the mistletoe to your hand. And then you send your Phalanx, and then you sink into the Stardust.
And that is exactly 1,000.
That is exactly 8,000. 28, 27, 25 is 8,000.
Now, you don't have to go for the Stardust, you can go for something else. It doesn't matter, but it's just like this is the safest field.
Any level 8 synchro you want from whatever level 8 synchros you run. But this is the safest way to do it. Stardust is going to make this field practically immune to Heavy Storm or Dark Hole because you can even set one Lance and then be extra safe.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the second combo.
Now the second combo is the exact same thing I showed you here, but the difference is that you would have to have a extra mistletoe in your hand. So if you have the extra mistletoe, like you have a mistletoe already and a gold sark, what ends up happening is this ends up...
You might want to explain it just from the beginning.
You really want me to do that again?
Yes.
You're fucking kidding me. Okay.
No.
Get all this shit out of the graveyard then. Go back to this.
It's for the people that like don't really understand it fully.
Alright.
You need to explain it all.
So. Son of a bitch.
Dylan now hates me.
I do.
I love you, Dylan.
So, let's say you were playing the same thing I did there, but you ended up with an extra one of these. You can either do exactly what I just showed you and keep an extra mistletoe to attempt to do another combo later, or what you can do is pretty cool. You can do your normal little thing where you get your Zephyros, wherever the fuck I put that, there it is. And then you do your overlay, and you tome, and the fucking... Tuner is on the field. This goes back into your hand. This is getting banished for that. This comes back. You get an extra play on its effect. You sink here. Now, since you only have 4 monsters on field, you can summon the 5th, which is your mistletoe. Then what you can do is you can overlay into a Photon Strike Bouncer. Then you can sink a Stardust. This is even safer than the previous field, because this will negate monster effects, and this will stop destruction effects. And this is going to res the Stardust if it does.
It's really nice.
It's...
And now for the most default combo.
Now, this is what I used to do way back when.
Way
back when. So, let's say you've already used this combo. Your Zephyros doesn't have its effect. Your Red Eyes is in your graveyard. And you happen to have a Dux and a Mistletoe. Like, this is normally your combo pieces. Where is it? There it is. Let's say that is your thing, but you already got this loaded graveyard, and you can't really do much with it, because your Zephyros effects is dead, and your Red Eyes is in your graveyard. So what you can do is you can normal summon a Dux, special summon a Phalanx, sink a Vajrayana, and a Phalanx, and then you bring out the Mistletoe, and you overlay into Tum, because I run 2 of these, so you'll have 1 left over. And the attachment material. Now, this is another reason I run 3 Mistletoes, is because you use 1 for your main combo. Let's say you use another one for this combo, and then you have the 3rd one in your deck.
I was actually scared that you didn't have it in deck.
It was the bottom card of my deck.
Yeah. And
then I can sink, well, let's say Stardust is already dead because I use it for the main combo. I can sink any of my other level 8 synchros. So, Blader if I need to screw them over. Scrap Dragon if I need to go over Problem Launcher by like popping my Ravine or my Tum. And then Thought Ruler if I want to gain some lifeline. So I can summon that, you know? And then, just because this doesn't have an attack, that Gaia that I didn't use in my main combo, the one I run 1 of, comes out in this combo. This is your backup plan. Your first field gets destroyed, you make this field later.
Alright, now, what if... Now for the last part, this basically gives you the same field, but it's just Zephyros and Terraforming, or Dragunity.
Yeah, okay, so, Zephyros, I used to run 2 of this for a reason. Back when this was my only combo, I run Zephyros at 2. Now, here's the reason why. Let's say you open up Zephyros and Dragon Ravine, and you don't really get anything else. You don't have any Gold Sarks, you just have, like, 2 Lances, an MST, and a BTS, and you're like, well, fuck my life.
Yeah.
But you can still do something, which is this field right here. So, what you can do...
Well, only a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, you get a free pop, but still. I'm just going to put this stuff back here. Okay, so you have this, and your useless cards that would be in your hand. What you can do is you can play Dragon Ravine. You can toss Zephyros the Elite to search a Phalanx. To your hand, by the way. You do not send this to the graveyard. You special summon this from your graveyard by bouncing the Ravine to play the Ravine again, and toss the duck and the Phalanx that you just searched to add up a Dux. Where is he? 3 my fucking main deck. Okay, here we are. You normal summon, special summon, just synchro twice into 2 Vajrayanas, pretty much, is how you would do this. Special summon that. And then you go for the exact same thing I just showed you. But you can, instead of using a Mistletoe, what you can do is you can actually use a Red Eyes. It's going to be 0/0. You can't bounce it because your Zephyros has already used its effect. You replay... You play back out when your level 6 is, and you synchro summon. Into, like, a Scrap Dragon works great with this, because you can pop off that 0/0 to pop a card they control, but you can still make the Stardust if you need to.
If you're going first, usually that would be your infield. If you're going second, usually...
This would be your infield.
And the Gaia Thundercharger.
And obviously the Gaia Thundercharger. Now here's a really gross thing you can do. If one of those said useless cards in your hand was the one book I run, which is somewhere...
The Book of Moon.
The Book of Moon. You set it, and they go... They can't do much, so they're going to attack into your Red Eyes, which is 0/0. And you chain this to the attack declaration, that goes face down. And then when the attack goes through, this is 2400 defense, because it got flipped face down.
And then if you keep it, and if you can keep it on the field for the rest of the turn...
You can toggle it, and then, like, do gross shit.
Shit will be so cash.
Oh, yes.
So, any last words, Dylan?
I might want to just go over the thing with the Baby Rock combo.
All right.
Baby Rock combo.
You want to get your binder?
It's
right here.
Yeah,
I'll get the Baby Rock.
There's a Baby Rock, and you're gonna need a Garuda too.
I'm gonna need a Garuda.
Garuda, the Wind Spirit.
Sorry, we are experiencing technical difficulties.
We kind of forgot to do this before.
Where's the Garuda?
Garuda's somewhere. It's upside down though.
Gosh darn it!
Here, give me the binder.
No, I'll find it. I'll find it. Just kidding.
It's in the first of all, it's in the monster section.
Shut up. Anyways, you can just start the combo and I'll get the Garuda later.
Alright, and this Cataster, for the purposes of this video, is going to become a proxy Queen Dragun Jin. Queen Dragun Jin's effect is you can detach from material to special summon a level 5 or higher dragon from your graveyard. Its effects are negated and it cannot attack this turn, but it keeps its original attack and defense, so it's still a pretty good card. So, did you seriously fail?
There is no Garuda in there. I swear to God.
I'm telling you, there's a Garuda. Look, there's 2 of them right here.
What?
I opened my binder. I didn't even flip a page, and I saw this card. You suck. A lot. Alright, so, see these wonderful...
We're unprofessional because we care.
Wonderful multicolored sleeves in my deck are the Garuda and the Baby Rock. Now, what you need for this combo, for the main combo of the deck, this is why I hate this deck.
This type of deck in general, the Baby Rock version.
You need to have already set up your Phalanx Engrave. And you actually, here's the sucky part, you need another wind monster you're willing to discard in your hand. This is the part that sucks the most cock. So, getting straight into the combo, you go normal summon, special summon, send a grave, special summon, synchro summon. Durg, Zephy, where are you? I shuffled my deck. Why did I do that? I am fucking retarded. This is going to be like the longest video ever, but it's going to be...
It's past 10 minutes.
It's going to be good because it's like, it's a good video in general.
It shows all the combos.
Yeah, it shows all the combos.
We're not getting into Gustos, though.
Oh god, the Gusto version? I don't even have the cards for that. Overlay. I heard the proxy like 3 things. You go into your tub. Now, the version that uses this...
You have to
detach the Gatorg. You need to do that because...
Red Eyes will then summon.
Summoning your Gatorg. Where the fuck is he? Or, I mean, not your Gatorg. I mean this motherfucker. And then you bring back the Gatorg. Play Gatorg's effect. And you add up a Garuda the Wind Spirit.
I thought you added a Baby Rock.
No, sorry. Yeah, you summon the Baby Rock to your hand. Now, the reason that this just goes on the field with this effect is because when this is discarded, what happens with this is that when it's discarded, it's special summon. This searches and then discards, so you go search, discard, special. It's like a fabled Chawa, except it's good.
And you
And then you synchro summon for 8. Which would be the Stardust, probably, if you're smart. And then you bounce the Red Eyes back, bring this back from the grave. You banish this motherfucker and bring back this motherfucker. And then you summon this thing. Now what you do with this is you might not see this one coming. Gatorg. Oh. Now you play Gatorg effect. This is the part where you get the Garuda to the hand. You toss the thing you're willing to discard.
And if you do not have an extra wind or something, if you do not have something to discard,
there's a different version of this combo that's then almost as good.
You cannot do this.
You can't do this combo specifically, but you can do something also pretty cool that I'll show you later. Now, what you can do is special summon this by banishing, I don't know, fucking Rock, because it's useless.
Hopefully banishing the
terrible. Then you'd have more resources. Then you can overlay the Queen Dragun Jin. Now, this is actually a rank 4, by the way. And it can detach and net you back a big dragon with then overlay a Photon Strike Bouncer. And this is the deck's main combo. Queen Dragun Jin also makes dragons, except itself, indestructible by battle. So if they have something bigger than either Stardust or Red Eyes MD, they can't actually kill it before this guy dies.
So basically you got protection from battle, protection from card effects, and protection from monster effects. It's a pretty decent first turn combo. But it goes through a lot of resources.
Like you saw, I've already banished a card from my graveyard. I've searched 3 cards from my deck. I've used the same amount of resources. Now, the reason I say this goes through resources so quickly is because if you want to run this deck efficiently, because this was 42 cards after I just threw them in there, you actually have to take out cards like Lance or MST to run this well. And that hurts your consistency because then you don't have that ability to stop back row as much. But, I mean, if you want the bigger field, go for it. I mean, I'm not stopping you, but, I mean, like, if your locals is just a bunch of other OTK decks and you think, oh, I'm going to run a better OTK deck, go ahead. Yeah. But I'll show you what happens in this combo if you don't get the
other wind in hand.
The other wind in hand, yeah. These would be in your grave.
So many combos.
I know. This deck is grody.
It's scaring me. Somebody call the cops.
I wouldn't...
Oh my god, there's a siren in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's perfect timing.
Alright.
That was perfect.
Now, so, let's say your hand is this and this. Like the normal combo that I normally do with normal. Dude, we have to shove that in every video we make now.
Ooh, to tab the prick.
To tab the prick. To tab the prick.
Read that card. That's pretty good.
Could you imagine if someone summoned that and they went activate effect, rape your Dragosack, it dies, and it's banished?
Quite literally, to tab the prick.
Alright.
Let's get through this real quick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so again, you need your setup. So, if I can just put a Phalanx in the grave. Now, since you don't have that extra wind in hand, you can't use that Garuda. So what do you do if you don't have the Garuda? Well, you go into your normal little thing where you do that, and you do this, with this, and, you know, attach the Gator, and stuff, and that comes back out, and, you know, the rock, that guy, he's cool.
God, holy crap.
And I'm Morgan Freeman. Now, yeah, the Stardust, you return this for this, and you play this back out. Now you'll notice, if you made this right now, you're fucking retarded. But what you can do is summon this back with his effect. And so then, what you can actually do is with this Vegiana, you can go into the second level 8 synchro and look at that mint shit right there. Crimson Blader screws over so much meta. If
so
you can,
that's your Enfield if you don't have the other one.
That's your Enfield if you don't have the... I mean, I like this combo a lot. I just personally prefer running 3 Lances and MSCs in my main deck so that my combo can't get stopped.
Yeah.
But, again, if you want to run this, I mean, I hate drawing Garuda on a rock. They're really bad in your hand. It's just like the Tempest, so you have more dead draws, but still.
Also, if... oh, what was I going to say? Right, if you run a Garuda, then that means that you have to run like more stuff in your extra deck, which will just lead to not being able to run certain things like, say, you know, an M7 or Bouncer or something.
If you run this build, you have to run Queen Dragoon Jin. If this, hands down.
And you may as well just throw in a Cephalon or a Lightning Chidori because you have the Garuda and the Ducks anyways.
Yeah, well actually, you only have the Garuda and the Zephyros. So if you want to run Sylphine, the Sub-Zero Siren, which is a pretty good card, it can get like really, really big really easily.
I think they changed the name of the card.
Yeah.
Zero Fine or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Zero Fiend, the Ice Beast.
Yeah. Anyways, we should wrap up this video. It's like 17 minutes.
Just a final comment on this. There are different versions of this deck. There's a lot of different versions. One runs Fables, one runs Gustos, but the two I just showed you are the most consistent, the most powerful. One makes bigger fields, so I would classify as an OTK deck, and the version I run right here, I consider just better in general, because it's going to be able to do more against a meta deck that will have more answers.
Yeah. The two of them are both very good against meta decks, because the one that runs these can OTK, but the one that runs that, it can be more consistent with its plays.
When you run Legionnaires, like I run one Legionnaire Acles, there's a lot of decks that suffer from you being able to normal summon a monster and just immediately pop 2 cards on their side of the field. There's all, like, that making Catastor really hurts Mermails too. And I mean, like, a lot of stuff you can do.
Okay. Anyways, so that's the whole video with, what was that, 5 combos? Almost 6?
3 from the main deck and then 2 from this version. Yeah. It was 5.
I think we did, actually we did 6, because it was that one where it's like, if you already have if you have a Dux and Mistletoe late game, and then if you draw the Dragon Ravine and Zephyros.
Oh yeah, technically we kind of did do 6, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's the video. Hope you like it. If you did, leave a comment.
Oh, and definitely run Lightning Dragon. This is such a good card.
Because it tabs the prick.
It tabs the prick.
Alright, see you later, guys.